So how do you become a successful learner at law school? Well, one way is through self-management. Now, self-management helps you become a successful learner. It refers to strategies, techniques, and approaches that we can use to direct our activities and behaviors effectively. When it comes to study, self-management includes goal setting, planning, and managing your time. Relevant skills then can include self-motivation, stress management, independent learning, and even things like reflection, as well as developing some personal qualities which are supportive of these things, such as resilience. Now, in one of my recent first-year law classes, I asked my students to reflect upon their first week at law school and to write down 10 tips they would give new students around developing self-management skills. And this actual list, which I'm about to go through, comes from one of my very clever and talented students. So the first tip is to prioritize tasks based on deadlines and importance. Know your deadlines, know your tasks, and then prioritize them, hierarchize them. Number 2 tip, create a schedule. Daily tasks to complete. It can help you stay on track with your longer goals and also give you that sense of achievement and satisfaction when you cross something off the list. Number 3, set realistic goals. Think about what you want to achieve this semester. Set a goal, and then you can start to work backwards to think about what you need to do to get there. Tip number 4, break tasks into smaller sections so it doesn't feel so impossible. So this can be really useful in terms of limiting or overcoming a sense of feeling overwhelmed. A lot of students these days obviously have a lot of balls in the air across study and work and family, etc. So breaking tasks down into smaller tasks helps you compartmentalize your time as well as feel like you're in control of the work. Number 5, minimize distractions. When you're working on your study, you want to be as efficient as possible. So know what weaknesses you have and put in place some strategies to stop yourself falling down those rabbit holes. For example, of checking emails when you should be writing notes. Number 6, take regular breaks. You do your best thinking in small doses. So try and check in with yourself and realize when your attention might be wandering or your concentration might be waning. You know, it might be time to get up and take a quick walk around the block. Tip number 7, stay organized. If you're using a note-taking system, be consistent so that you can find what you need when you need it. For example, when revising for exams. Tip number 8, practice self-care. Sleep, diet, and exercise are all really, really important for maintaining your performance as a student. You cannot work 24/7, so do not try to. Maintain a sense of balance and you may find it easier to concentrate. And it can also help you manage your stress effectively during times of that more intense workload. Tip number 9, seek support. If there is something that you don't understand, be proactive and reach out to your lecturers or tutors or ask a friend from class. Tip number 10, practice your time management. Estimate the time needed to complete each task and try and avoid procrastination by starting assessments early or estimate the time needed. Alternatively, trying different writing techniques such as Pomodoros, so short bursts of writing and then a 5-minute rest, until you find your sweet spot in terms of being as efficient as possible, given that I know many of you lead extremely busy lives. So that was 10 tips for how to develop self-management skills as a new law student, and I hope they were helpful. And if you found this content helpful, feel free to subscribe below for more law student related content.